think I'm ready. We're live already? How long has it been on? Welcome to Cooking in Grandma's Basement. I'll be your host, Martha Stewart. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a long time since episode 1, like a year, but that's because I didn't work on the car for a long time. I've been putting in a lot of time lately, and I figured you'd like to see some updates, so here we go. Alright, let's see. Looking pretty badass from this view right here. The seat's just loosely in here. Let me go ahead and pull that out. Alright, I've pretty much just been trying to work on getting everything to fit, getting the stock carpets cut out around the cage. So you just try to get it cut as closely as possible. Nothing's gonna be perfect. It is a race car after all. Been working on the rear quite a bit. That's been a challenge so far, but I'll have to show you that later. As you can see, it's packed with just junk. I got a lot of junk in my trunk. One of the big accomplishments we got done is getting the dash in, and by we, I mean my good friend Kevin, who did 90% of the work on this. Our goal was to leave the part of the dash that hooks up to the door, so it just gives it a really nice, clean, professional look. Nothing's bolted in yet, so it's not going to line up perfect, but wanted to keep this section in here. As you can see there, we just had to make a very minimal cut for the cage. Had to flex the heck out of that dash to get it in there. You know what, I don't want this to be just another because race car where I gut the entire car and put a full cage in it. That's cool and everything, I like that, but this car is going to be driven on the street also. I'm going to take it to shows. I want it to be something that's unique and nice looking. And what I think is really going to set it apart is the fact that it's got full 8-point cage with door bars, with A-pillar gussets, but it's going to have 95% of its interior. A lot of times what I've seen are it's got a full cage and some interior thrown in there, which can still look really clean. People, you know, remove all the sound deadening, paint the whole interior, all the sheet metal, tuck all the harnesses and everything. That looks nice, but that's not what I'm going for. Went to the junkyard a couple weeks ago looking for some random bits and pieces, which I could not find because there were no Z32s there. Anyways, what I did find were 2 Nissan Stanzas. What do Nissan Stanzas have that I could possibly want for the twin turbo project? Throttle bodies. What's so special about these, you ask? Let me show you. This is a spare intake plenum that I have. Let me just show you the size difference. Look at that. Stock throttle bodies, 50 millimeters. The Stanza throttle bodies, 60 millimeters. More cross-sectional area equals more airflow, equals more fuel, equals more power. When burnt in the right ratio, of course. Now these don't just bolt on, they require quite a bit of modification to bolt onto the plenum, and number 2, for the throttle linkage to work properly. So I'm actually in the process of making a how-to video on how to fit these Stanza throttle bodies onto your VG30 plenum. I got a couple other small things, but I'll wait till they progress a little bit more and I'll put them into the next video. If you didn't catch my last video, it's right here. It's pretty sweet. Until next time, peace. Oh, Jesus. Welcome to Cooking in Grandma's Basement.